जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत जय गौर हरे कृष्णा कृष्णा कृष्ण हरे हरे राम 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 हरे हरे
आप
कृष्णा।
चैंटिंग कर रहे हो तो अच्छी तरह से बोलो ना, उसको आधा मुंह में क्यों खा रहे हो शब्द को? अच्छा बोलिए ना मुंह खोल के।
ओके ओके माता जी, हरे कृष्णा।
कैजुअल कैजुअल नहीं बोलना, उसको अच्छी तरह से बोलना, एक एक शब्द को उच्चारण अच्छा करना।
मुझे लगा टाइम जाता है, आपका क्लास शॉर्ट होगा।
तो मत बोलो।
नहीं नहीं ऐसा नहीं, आप नहीं, मैं नहीं, मुझे तो
अगर
मेरा
बोल रहे हैं तो क्योंकि क्या है, मंगलाचरण है, हम मंगल को ऑस्पिशियसनेस को इन्वोक कर रहे हैं, तो उसको सहज में नहीं बोलना है, अच्छा बोलना है।
ओके
बोलिए
श्योर।
चैतन्य भागवत के मंगलाचरण को बोलिए।
चैतन्य भागवतम मंगलाचरण। राजानुलंबित भुजो कनकावदातो सांकीर्तनैक्यपितरो कमलायताक्षौ विश्वम्भरो द्विजवरो युगधर्मपालो वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरो करुणावतारो नमस्त्रिकालसत्याय जगन्नाथयुक्ताय च सवृत्याय सपुत्राय सकलत्राय ते नमः। अवतीर्ण स कारुण्यो परिच्छिन्न स ईश्वरो श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य नित्यानन्दो दुर्गातारो भजो स जयति विशुद्ध विक्रमः नकाभिसम्भायते क्षणा वरजान् विलम्बित सद्भुजो बहुधा भक्तिरसा विनर्दकः जयति जयति देवा कृष्ण चैतन्य चन्द्रो जयति जयति कीर्तिस्तस्य नित्य पवित्रा जयति जयति भ्रात्याश्च विश्वे समर्थे जयति जयति नृत्यं दश सर्वप्रियाणां हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण माता जी।
चैतन्य भागवत 13th chapter 193 verse, right? 193 verse. So we saw how Digvijay Pandit, when he was instructed by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he gave up his material desire, his pride, and he left like a simple mendicant. Okay. So 193 verse. ये विभव निमित्तः जगते काम्यकारे पाया ओ कृष्णदासताः परिहारे. So even when Krishna's servants obtain that for which everyone in the world works hard, they easily give it up. So here it is said that transcendental devotees never admire the opulences that ordinary materialists achieve while following the footsteps of the smartas. So there is a desire to accumulate a lot of material opulences, especially the smartas. For them, what is the perfection of devotional service? Advancement in material life. The more they advance in material life, they feel that they have progress in material life. They have progress in devotional life. So their goal is to attain perfection in dharma, artha, kama, moksha. And what is their definition of moksha? Becoming one with God. That is the definition of moksha. On the contrary, a bhakta, he is not interested in the materialistic life, even though if he gets the material opulences, he gets it very easily. He doesn't have to work very hard. He gets it very easily. Like yesterday, after Rajbhog, all the local devotees there and the watchmen, the contractor, they were all having the prasadam. So there is a cooking which is done in the devotee kitchen. At the same time, there is a Rajbhog which is made. So practically there were 8 items. And most of the time they have there. So I was just telling them, for this thing, the people work morning to evening, which a person who is dedicated in the temple, he gets it very easily. Now the watchman, though is paid, but still he has opted for the temple service. Now just see, he's getting 8 items to eat every day, and that too all organic, everything offered to Krishna, so pure, so wonderful, and everything hot. And there are people who work morning to evening, so much of hard work, taking dabbas in the hand, eating cold food, coming late at night. You see the opulence is how the devotees, and then they attend Rajbhog Aarti, they are attending Mangal Aarti. So slowly, they are taking up devotional service. So we bother ourselves so much, but here devotees can get it very easily, for which materialistic people work very hard. And they are ready to give it up also. Tavad Rajyadi Pado Sukhakari Mane Bhakti Sukha Mahima Yavat Nahi Jane Tavad Rajyadi Pada Sukha Hari Mane Sukha Kari Mane Bhakti Sukha Mahima Yavat Nahi Jane. So one finds happiness in kingly opulences only when he does not know the glorious happiness derived from devotional service. So when is a person feeling very happy when he gets something wonderful opulences, he feels very much, he gets happy. He feels very much in happiness. He feels that, okay, I got everything. Feels elevated. But when he understands the happiness in devotional service, so that type of happiness that becomes very insignificant. The happiness derived out of material opulences becomes very insignificant before the happiness which is derived from the devotional service. The more we serve, the more we'll find the bliss. Until the natural propensity of inclination towards the services of the Supreme Lord awakens in one's heart, it is true that the need for achieving desirable objects is felt in the hearts of conditioned souls. So even though we may take up devotional service, but still that conditioning is there. It is not that immediately a person who has taken devotional service, he has come out of all the pashas. No, the attachment is there, conditioning is there. At least he has got a process. Now, how to use that process, that is that expertise. That is known as Chatura Bhakta. He has now got you can say a medicine by which he can treat this disease. He has got that medicine, he's got that procedure. Now it is up to him whether to take it up or not. So it is said there is a natural propensity to accumulate wealth, to acquire more wealth, to live in a very sophisticated way. For that, our lifestyle, our dresses, our lifestyle, for all these things, even the sadhakas, the level of sadhakas a person is putting, because he needs such lifestyle to maintain in the society. So such type of things are happening also, but he has yet not experienced the happiness which is there in the devotional service. But self-realized liberated souls know that material sense objects are useless, so they become indifferent to material advancement or prosperity. The body and mind that consider aversion to the Lord as most relishable search after material enjoyment. As soon as the conditioned soul's external constitutional duty of service to the Supreme Lord is covered by the forgetfulness of his constitutional position, material enjoyment becomes his only desired goal. But when the living entity awakens to his eternal duty of service to the Lord, the activities of sense enjoyment appears to him as temporary and unpalatable. So the activities of sense enjoyment. What is the sense enjoyment? Why we are working so hard? Why we want a profit in the business? Don't say that we want to give donations. We are not giving to that extent donation. Because answer generally the devotee say, you ask donation, that is why we have to work hard. Then we should give 50%. So it is not for that. We give something because we have been taught, okay, something you give. We give some percentage, maybe 1% or 2%. But for that 1%, 2%, we work so hard. And practically 98% we are using for ourselves. So it is not for Krishna that we are working so hard. We are working to maintain our lifestyle. We have so many agendas in our life. So that is why we work very hard. But here Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur says that it becomes an impediment in the task of devotional service because we don't have time. And the day we have time, we are tired because we have worked so hard in the whole week. But on Sundays or Saturdays, we are not able to get up. We just want to relax. But real relaxation is in devotional service that is forgotten. We think this is too much. This is too much. We are not able to cope up. Even Monday to Friday, I have to work so hard. And on top of that, on Saturday, Sunday, I have to drive and go to the temple. It is too much. I'll be stuck in the traffic. What is the use? Better is I sit and chant at home. I perform my devotional service at home. But what happens in that pursuit? Neither we do at home, nor we practice devotional service by going to the temples. Actually, once in a week, at least, that practice should be there to go to temple, take up some responsibilities. It is for our own progress. Temple are the places where it is not just for some visit. You cannot just be a visitor. Even if you are a visitor, you will get some sukruti. It's not just take darshan and take prasadam and come back. No, you should take up some responsibilities, work, especially initiated devotees. The purpose of getting initiation is at least once in a week, give time to Jagannath. Come, do some services, ample services are there. Nothing is there, wipe the bus. Nothing is there. Broom, wipe, broom, something or the other will be there. It is not that nothing is there. We can plan out. On Sunday, we are planning to have meeting of all initiated devotees. 10 o'clock, 10:30 onwards till 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock, then we'll have Sunday Love Feast class. So 10:30 to 12. When you say 10:30, it automatically becomes 11 o'clock. But we should not make it 11 o'clock. We should see that it is 10:30. 10:30 to 12 o'clock. You can engage at least once in a month, at least once in a week, once in a month. People can come. Devotees who are initiated, the purpose of initiation is what? Not just 16 rounds. If we say we are just chanting 16 rounds, that you used to do even before chanting. No, now we are committed to 16 rounds. Yes, we are committed, and that commitment extends. In the prayers of Lord Brahma, found in the conversation between Vidur and Maitreya in Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said, "O my Lord, the people of this world are embarrassed by all material anxieties. They are always afraid. They always try to protect wealth, body, friends. They are filled with lamentation, unlawful desires, paraphernalia, and they avariciously. Can somebody find this meaning? Avariciously base their undertakings on the perishable conceptions of eye and mind." Yes. So it is like having a competition, you can say, hours. Maybe that is the words hours. Just find out this meaning. Avariciously, it is hours to the undertakings. And what is the conception? I and mind. As long as they do not take shelter of your safe lotus feet, they are full of such anxieties. They are full of anxieties. Why the anxiety is there? Anxiety to maintain one's position, anxiety to maintain one's family. As much a person goes in upper societies, more I and mind concept is there. More time waste is there. Too much of time pass happens. So much of time pass. They go to shopping, and that shopping also time pass happens. So as a committed devotees, actually when a person hears everyday Caitanya Bhagavata, that means he is not an ordinary person. If he is selected by Vrindavan Das Thakur, Sri Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, that is why that Chaitanya is there to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Practically every day 20-25 devotees attending the classes is not a joke. For how long you have been attending? 3 years onwards, you have been hearing Chaitanya Chaitamrita. Again, you want to hear Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastimes from Chaitanya Bhagavat. That means that pure consciousness is aroused. That eagerness to hear has aroused. Again, we are hearing the same thing. But every day is newer and newer. Navadamara sadhamni uddatum rantum asit. Krishna says. Ramanacharya in Stotra Ratnavali, he says, Yad avadi mama Krishna padaravindayo. Mama rasa navanava rasa dhamni uddatum rantum asit. So whenever I focus my mind in just hearing about Krishna, every day I can feel that it is newer and newer rasa. Every day there is a newer rasa. That means Krishna, he chooses and makes us relish. So what we should do? We should take it up more seriously. So Krishna is bestowing mercy. We should take advantage of that mercy. Rajyadi sukhera katha se thakuka dure dure. Moksha sukha alpa mani Krishna anuchare. So devotees are not interested in the talk of happiness. Rajyadi sukhera katha. Rajyadi sukhera katha. How best I can be situated. How best I can get well-furnished flats. He is not interested in all these things. Rajyadi sukhera katha. No? He likes to come out of his comfort zones. He is not interested. If he gets, according to his karmas, if he gets. But he is not into it. He is not desiring it. And nor he is speaking about it. The devotees of Krishna consider even the happiness derived from liberation as insignificant. So what to speak about the gross happiness? They're not interested. So an advanced devotee is only interested in serving Krishna. They are not even interested in so-called liberation. Oh, let me go somewhere alone. Let me go and chant. Why should I take up all these responsibilities? It is too much. There are other devotees also. Let them take responsibility. It doesn't work. If Srila Prabhupada would have thought this, and there are so many disciples of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Why should I go to the West? Why I should go and preach? Why I should take so much of bodily discomfort? Generally, when there is a body discomfort, then devotees run off. And when there is a commitment of putting the money, because if suppose 1 or 2 people are taking the responsibilities, naturally even the funds also has to be generated by that person also. When that comes, then the person shuns off. No, why should I only do? Everybody should do. But there is only one who always take it up. So the Prabhupada did not think this. Prabhupada put everything, not only his life, his old age, his time. He did not think why others should not do. He did not even hanker to keep some money for his family. No. Somebody asked Prabhupada, so much of temple is built, 108 temples are built. Why don't you keep some property for your grandson, your son and daughters? Then Prabhupada said, if you can divide the whole property among all the disciples, including my children, then go ahead. And how many disciples Prabhupada has? So many. Cannot even count them. So many disciples. So that is how the acharyas, the self-realized soul, they are not interested in all these things. They are just interested even in giving everything from theirs and seeing that the mission of Krishna consciousness is spread to each and every one. He doesn't sit like a miser. Why should I give? I have given this much. No, I have given nothing. I don't give my time. I don't renounce. I don't give my knowledge to others. I'm just going on accumulating. And who sees this? Durgadevi. And Durgaji sees that and smashes that person. Especially the devotees are punished more. At least the materialistic people, they know. The Durgaji knows materialistic people anyhow run to this. She is hitting them also. But Durgaji is very supportive to the devotees. Again, what she does, she removes those things on which the devotees have so much of attachment. Yasyaham anugrahami harishyata dhanam shanai. The more a devotee hankers for accumulating, it goes in somewhere else. But devotional service will be maintained because neha vikramana shusti pratyavayo naviti swalpamapyasa dharmasya trayate mahato bhaya. So that is why it is advisable that devotees don't hanker for any material attachment. It comes, let it be. You use it in Krishna's service as much as possible. Use it in Krishna's service. Keep something for family maintenance. Keep something for serving the temple, the cows. So when we eat, we should always remember that we have to feed our forefathers. We have to feed our guests. We have to feed Krishna. We have to feed Devatas. We have to feed the cows. When we feed Krishna, you say, I feed Krishna, everybody is fed. Yes, feed also. Just because we offer something, that too not with care. We just offer. Somebody cooks, we keep before Lord. And then we have nice excuse. Krishna eats, everybody eats. Why I should give separately to anyone? How will the cows eat? How will the brahmacharis in the temple eat? We have to donate. Our donation is of prime importance. Our salary should be distributed in that way. You keep 50% for your maintenance, 50%. Keep something for going for yatras. 50% should not be thought of if a person is advanced devotee. Is not advanced devotee, at least 25%. Not more advanced, at least 10%. Not more advanced, 5%. Then he said, if that is also not there, at least 1% do it. If 2 lakhs is there, then what is the 1%? 1% is 2,000 rupees. That also there is a pinch. Then that is why it is said, whenever we are having 5 sanskaras has to be done. Pancha sanskaras, even while having prasadam. 5 people should be fed. When the inclination for serving the Supreme Lord is awakened in the hearts of pure devotees, they think that the 4 goals of human life, religiosity, economic development, sense gratification, liberation, are simply a cheating, duplicitous, or deceitful process. In this regard, one should see the purport of the Adikhand, chapter 8, verse 79. So we have done this. So all these 4 sense gratification, these are actually sense gratification only. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. Even moksha is also sense gratification. Moksha means a simple language for the devotees. We are not speaking on the level of a dry speculator, becoming one with Lord. On the level of sadhaka, what is the meaning of moksha? Even a sadhaka wants a moksha. That means running away from the responsibility. That is also a type of moksha, where he is not committed to taking up any devotional service. That is also a type of moksha, which a person has to come out of it. Trying to do everything alone, being somewhere in a secluded place, no disturbance, no having any attachment to association of devotees. That is also one type of moksha. Ishwarera Shubha Drishti Vina Kichanahe Ataiva Ishwara Bhajana Vede Kohen. It said nothing is obtained without the mercy of Krishna, merciful glance. Therefore, the Vedas enjoin one to worship the Supreme Lord. So even today we are chanting, we are hearing. This all happens only because of His mercy. And that is why what we should do, we should be more committed to the process of devotional service. Because of His mercy only today we are all doing this. Or just imagine 8:30 morning, everybody is sitting. How come everyone is finishing their activities very fast? Or generally, we used to say, no, there is no time. We have to go to office. How is it that everybody is getting the time? Just because time is Krishna. If we have our desire, Krishna gives time. And if we don't have desire, Krishna knows to engage us through Mahamaya. It's a work of Mahamaya. Durgaji's another work is what? If a person has no time, Krishna will just indicate her. Then she keeps that person full-fledged occupied. Occupied, full-fledged. He doesn't have time. But the moment you feel, no, Krishna, please give me time, and somehow you struggle to take it, then Krishna makes it a very easy process through Yogamaya. It is Srimati Radharani who helps us in every activity, right from cooking. Actually, we are the servants of Srimati Radharani, the dasan, not even directly. But she engages every devotee of hers to give that strength to the devotee, to cook for Krishna, to finish off the work, and somehow make us hear Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam, Caitanya, Bhagavata are not different. Krishna and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu are not different. Sei Gaura, Sei Krishna, Sei Jagannath. They are not different. So if we keep one step ahead, Krishna also provides us a lot of facilities. And so this is a very important aspect. Without mercy, nothing is possible. And when the merciful glance is there, one should hanker to serve the Supreme Lord more and more. Endeavors other than service to the Supreme Lord are prominent in persons who are full of anarthas because of ignorance. So these anarthas are present even at the level of sadhakas. It's not that we are completely washed off of all the anarthas. It is not that because I've got initiated, all the anarthas I have put in the dustbin. And which is the dustbin? My Guru Maharaj. Let me put everything onto my Guru Maharaj. No. Guru Maharaj is not a dustbin to put every anarthas. In fact, we have to purify our anarthas by serving more and more. Only by the mercy of the Lord does a living entity become self-realized. And as a result, he understands the service to the Lord is his only duty. Just see. Generally, we teach children, work is worship. Worship is the only work. To do that, you are doing some work. Like you have to come in your car, you need petrol. And for putting the petrol, you need some money. That is why you go to work. Don't make your work so prominent and so important in your life that you have forgotten worship is the only work. You work to maintain your house. You work to maintain your children. You work to maintain your devotional service. This has been revealed by the Vedic literatures to their followers in the following verse from Shvetashtra Upanishad 6.23. Yasya deve para bhakti yatha deve tatha guru tasyaite katitayartam prakashante mahatmanah. Who achieves the knowledge? Who considers his spiritual master to be non-different from Krishna, taking every instruction of the spiritual master to the core of his heart and engaging himself in the service of Krishna, automatically the imports of all the Vedic literature is revealed to him. It is not by just reading, by hearing, just by writing the notes, one becomes a preacher. No. Or one gains the knowledge. No. Nayam Atma pravachanena labhyas. Nayam Atma pravachanena labhyas. Na medhaya na bahuna shutena. Yamevayishavnutena labhyas tatseshatma vintetanu swam. Krishna says. Nayam Atma pravachanena labhyas. Just by hearing whole day, 1 hour I'm hearing the classes, or 2 hours I'm hearing the classes, nothing is going to happen. Nothing is going to happen. Lot of information will be accumulated. But application of that information cannot be done without Krishna's mercy. Lot of informations will come. Lot of collections of the information, but transformation will never happen. Transformation will happen. Transformation only happens because of this. Yasya deve para bhaktir yatha deve tatha guru tasyaite katitayartam prakashante mahatmanah. The more we engage ourselves to the words of a spiritual master, the more we are committed. The more we are committed. We like to sit and give classes, isn't it? But we don't like to come to the temple and take up devotional service. Oh, that is not for me. I cannot do some grooming activity. I should do that. The more we do this menial task, Krishna's mercy onto that devotee flows. I can come to the temple, make flowers. If you see all the alvars, their most important work was Pushpaka Inkerium, making flowers for Krishna. They did not say we want to become preachers. No. They were exalted creatures, but they did not have that desire. They had the desire of doing all the menial tasks for Krishna, because Krishna's eyes goes on to the person who does the menial task. He loves it. He loves. Wherever opportunity comes to broom, wherever opportunity comes to take the chappals of the devotees and keep it in order, do that. The small menial task makes Krishna's glance onto that person, invokes Krishna's glance. So these are the services which has to be hankered. Tasyete katitayartam prakashante mahatma. Automatically every knowledge will flow. Only unto those great souls who have implicit faith in both the Lord and spiritual master are all the imports of Vedic knowledge immediately revealed. Every activity is important. Teaching is important. Serving is important. Preaching is dependent on the mercy of Krishna. Because when what to be spoken, that all will be revealed by Krishna himself. You don't have to sit and prepare for a class. You should do that. But at the same time, that preparation of the class, if it is not allowing me to perform devotional service to Krishna, menial task for Krishna, what will happen? We just want to just preach, but we don't want to do any menial task. We don't want to broom our house. We don't want to come and broom our temple. We don't want to cook for Krishna. We don't want to wash utensils for Krishna. We don't want to do deity worship for Krishna. So all these instructions Srila Prabhupada has given. Srila Prabhupada not only is a great preacher, a wonderful preacher, a great preacher, an acharya, he used to cook for his devotees. He used to wash utensils. So you see, great acharyas, they never restricted themselves only to bookish reading. They did all type of activities. So as a sadhaka, what we should do? We also should perform as much seva as possible under the guidance of one's Shiksha Guru, Diksha Guru. Shri Madhvacharya quotes the following verse from Mathura Stuti. Mathara Shruti. In his commentary on Vedanta Sutra 3.3.53, Bhaktir Aivenam Nayati Bhaktir Aivenam Darshayati Bhakti Vashaha Purusho Bhaktir Eva Bhuyasi. Bhakti leads the living entity to the Lord, enables him to see the Supreme Lord. Lord is controlled by Bhakti. Bhakti is the best of all. What a powerful verse. Bhaktir Evainam Nayati. He leads to the Lord. Bhakti leads the living entity to Lord. Bhaktir Evainam Darshayati. It enables him to see the Lord. Bhaktir Vashaha Purusho. Bhakti can control Lord. Bhaktir Eva Bhuyasi. So is the best of all. For whom you are cooking? For Krishna. For whom you are grooming? For Krishna to walk. That is why house also should be clean. The first duty of everyone in the house is first to broom your house. Your Krishna wants to jump everywhere. Clean. Do your Mangalarti. Chant. Cook for Krishna. At least once in a week. Come to temple. If possible, every day. Oh, so nice. So the temples are full of devotees. It's not just initiated devotees. Everyone. Whoever is inclined to progress in devotional service, just take up this task. Find out time to make flowers for Krishna. Find out time to make ornaments for Krishna. Learn to make ornaments for Krishna. Find out time to clean the dresses of Krishna. Help the pujari. So many tasks is there. It's not just one task. So many activities are there in temple. When you make a temple, naturally you need so many devotees to take up the services. So this Sunday, 10:30, all of you please come to Jagannath Center. And we will have a discussion on how to engage each and every devotee in worshipping Jagannath once in a month, that's also fine. Once in a week, wonderful. So however the time permits, just come and let us have discussion how to progress ourselves in devotional service. Whatever activities you're doing in your respective places, that they all stop. Just come here 10:30. Okay. If you can bring more people, more wonderful. So here we'll stop. Any questions you can ask. So it is not just restricted to initiated devotees. It is also to one who are hankering to progress in the devotional service. Any doubts? No doubt. Stop here. Hare Krishna.